Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional, holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. Now let's dive in the collective and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far, and also let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. So let's do this. Let's go. All right. Oh. Okay. Alright, so you're coming in with the Emperor, and you were also coming in with the Devil card here, guys. Alright. Let me just get this one. Okay, so what I'm getting there in your reading, 1 minute guys. Whew. Okay, so what I'm picking up there with those two cards, the Emperor and the Devil card coming in, it's coming in as your person taking a serious hard look at their life and what they've invested in, what they've built, how they've built that, guys, and also who they have built that with in terms of their environment, in terms of people, places and things. Now of course this is coming in as social circles, this is coming in as community here, friends, also could be family here, and also intimate partners. That's also coming in here for your person. But it's also talking about here the effect or the impact it's had on your person's body here. Their physical well-being is also coming in here. Their health and their well-being here. See, that's the serious hard look that your person, you know, that's what it's talking about here in your reading, because it's coming in as here, guys, it's about, of course, personal growth here for your person, but it also talks about what's influenced here your person's growth, personal development over time. So what's influenced that? All right, guys. And also, what was the end goal? All right, where did they want to go? Are they there? Where did they want to be, guys? And are they there? Have they achieved the goals in which they have set out for themselves? Now, what I get with the Emperor card, I do think here your person has achieved many goals over their lifetime. Yeah, coming in with the Devil card, I do get your person stuck at it. All right, that tenacity here, that discipline here in your reading, where they never actually gave up on getting to here where they wanted to go. Now what it also talks about here in your reading is your person is also coming in with here, it's coming in as responsibility. It's also coming in as mature. Have they matured over time? Are the actions that your person took, were they from a mature mindset here, guys? Yeah. And what it also talks about here in your reading, it comes in as, well, yeah, it is a good hard look at yourself. That's what your person is going through at this point in time here. self-discipline here? Have they taken that approach? Here, guys, did they strive? Here, were they ruthless? Ruthlessness, and what did that look like for your person, that ruthlessness here? You do have an element here, okay? You do have an element here of your person. It's about balance here, guys, and it's also about just taking a risk here. You know, it's almost like a calculated risk. Hence why you're coming in with the seriousness for your person. Here it's about learning lessons as well. You are coming in with wisdom here. So, you know, it's for your person, okay? It's to seriously think to themselves here, do I want it or do I need it? You know, asking themselves those kind of questions, especially when it comes to people, places and things here. Of course, intimate partners, you're coming in with patterns and habits as well. And asking, well, looking at certain situations that your person is dealing with, and these may be stressful situations here, okay, guys, and in terms of that maturity here in your reading, and do I need it or do I want it here? So how do they deal with those stressful situations here? Do they just throw it all to the wind and, you know, they're all just going to go out and they're just going to do something here? Okay, this could be drink, this could be drugs. You know, it really comes down to how your person is dealing with certain situations that are happening in their environment. Yeah. Do they want a quick fix here? Is doing drugs going to solve the situation here, or does it put things off, yeah, until your person is ready to deal with it? Here, do they really, you know, that's all coming in here, guys, yeah? Or can they actually deal with it? Yeah, of course, when you go through stressful times, all you want to do here is take drugs and drink. Here, you want to party and hopefully, you know, as a way of stress releasing yourself here, guys. Yeah, oh, I've had a really fucking hard day today. I had to deal with this, deal with people. I just want to let it all go. I just need to do drugs. I just need to get stoned. I just need to drink here. But if you don't do those things and you actually go through what you are feeling, you become better at managing and coping here with stress, so that you're able to bring your stress levels down here, especially when things aren't going the way in which you had hoped. But you've got to ask yourself, yeah, and I do get that with your person, why didn't it go that way? How can I change it? How can I make it better? Yeah. Yeah. Here, so that I'm not just acting off a whim here. I'm not just taking an action here that's not what I want to do. It comes in like that here in your reading. It does take time here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Or you're not taking an action just because, you know, your person. Okay, let me come in here. Yeah. Because it does talk about making that conscious effort for your person here in your reading to overcome obstacles and challenges. And sometimes, yeah, if you're going through stressful here situations where you're not feeling 100% about yourself and what you're doing, it's easier, and most people do that. They take the easier option here instead of facing the hard here, guys. All right, you know, it's so much. It is easier just to give up, you guys. than it is to actually do the hard work and push through. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, let's keep going here. Thank you. Yeah. I just wanted to say here, guys, in terms of balancing out that impulsiveness here, so I want to bring in another scenario here that your person may be going through as well. So let's say your person's on a diet here, all right, and they've been eating healthy here. And I'm not saying, so what I'm trying to say here is that, yeah, there is a time where you can have a chocolate. There is a time where you can have a juicy burger here. It's about not having it all every day at every meal here, guys. Yeah, that's another way of coming through with that balance here, where your body's actually saying to you, I really like a chocolate milkshake here, and go and have the chocolate milkshake here, guys. All that chocolate. Okay. All right, so you were coming in with the Knight of Cups, you were coming in with the King of Wands, and you're also coming in with the King of Cups here. All right, let's have a look at that. Hey guys, obstacles and challenges here in your reading. So I do get that as your person, because you are coming in with the Emperor. All right, those three cards here. And so what I'm getting there in your reading, it's about the actions that your person took, or the actions that your person takes here. It comes in as, here in your reading, yeah, your person comes in as the obstacles and challenges here, yeah, is to actually come from a place of love here in your reading. The action that they take, that impulsive nature here for your person, is actually about love, as here. Hang on, let me come in here. Yeah, it's interesting. It comes in as leadership here. That Emperor card. However, see, they're quite, what I get here in your reading is that for this Emperor person, this person is quite popular. This person has a lot of options here, and they actually go out with these options. All right, but they're not, what it talks about there in your reading is that they're not fully invested in those options. It can come in as that impulsive nature for your person here. It may be something that your person has always done here in your reading, where they get to know certain people. What it talks about that as well. But the obstacle and the challenge here for your person is to actually come in with meaningful, deeper meaningful feelings here, as opposed to just wanting to take some kind of action, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, because it's all about action for the King of Wands here in your reading. It's not really about love here. That's what it's talking about here. See, what it's talking about here in your reading is that, I want to say here in your reading is that your person is, I don't think they've ever been in love, is what it talks about. I get here your person has always wanted to be in love. They've always wanted true and real love. And coming in with the Knight of Cups, they've always gone to look for true and real love. But love to your person is physical intimacy. That's what it's talking about here in your reading. And so coming in with the Devil card here, what it can talk about there in your reading is that impulsiveness here for your person. And what it can talk about there, like I said, serious here. They've got to be serious in their approach when it comes to intimate partners, or even when it comes to you here. Yeah. See, what it talks about there in your reading is that you may sit down and get quite serious with your person here and say to your person, oh look, do you drink? How much do you drink? Do you do drugs? Well, I'm not into someone that does drugs. Yeah, I'm not into a person that drinks and does drugs. I'm not into staying out all night and going to parties here. Yeah, I will come out with you and we can have a good time together, but no, I'm not getting trashed off my face, and I'm definitely not taking any drugs here. And your person has to be okay with that here in your reading. See, there's intention here for your person, and the intention is physical intimacy here. All right, but for yourself here, guys, that's not what it's about. That's what I'm picking up. This person finds you to be a damn temptation here. And what it talks about there in your reading, and I did get that here, is that even though you are saying what you're saying, your person here in your reading is, they can't take it out of context here, that you're not interested, that you're rejecting them here, but that's not what it's about here in your reading. What your person has to understand here is that you're not fucking around. Yeah, you don't want to muck it up by doing it their way, because has it worked in the past for your person? I don't think it has here. Thank you so much. All right, let's go, let's do this. Thank you. Let's pull some cards. Thank you. This deck likes to talk. It always does. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so you are coming in with the High Priestess. You have the Six of Wands. You are coming in with the Four of Wands. Here in your reading, you're coming in with the connection. Here, guys, is what it's saying. What it kind of tells me here in your reading is that you have your hands full with this person here. Okay, guys? There's a lot of changes that you have gone through. I don't know if your person realizes how much changes you've been through here. Yeah, I do get here in your reading is that you too had addictions. You too had patterns and habits here. But you've worked on those patterns and habits here. That's what it's saying. And now you're quite confident here in what you say and what you know to be true, is what I'm also picking up here, collective. Okay. Yeah. See, what it talks about here in your reading is that in the past you would have done everything this person's way. You would have done, well, in that sense of the word here, guys. But coming in over here, well, what I mean there is that you wouldn't have bossed up. You would have allowed this person to kind of dictate how the relationship or how the dynamic here or connection was going to go. So if this person was dating other people, you would have allowed this person to date other people here. That's what it's talking about. All right. But what this is saying over here in your reading is that, oh, hang on, I've made a lot of changes in my life, and I've done a lot with myself. I don't have time here for nonsense. I don't have time to chase. I don't have time to go back to the past here and do things the way in which I did things in the past, where you may have very well have been someone who loved to party, someone who loved to interact, someone who loved to drink and could drink. Here, guys, all right, you could have also done drugs here, and you knew how to have a good time. But that's changed for you. That's what this is saying here in your reading. And potentially here in your reading, you could very well go back to this person here, because this person is thinking about you here. I do get that this is your person here in your reading. Yeah, thank you. I just want to make sure, because you may have had to balance out here, guys, your impulses, your impulsiveness here. You may have had to mature here in your reading. And self-discipline here. You have time for your person, is what I'm getting. Alright, let's go. Let's see what the advice is. Oh, the Sun card. I was wondering where the Sun card was going to come out. Well, that's the truth. That's what that card is talking about here, the Sun card. Truth, it talks about happiness. It talks about what's being illuminated. Here, your person does see you. You see your person here. Yeah. Let me just check something out here. Okay. See, what that Sun card is telling me here in your reading is that both you and your person are quite popular in your own right. And what I mean by popular here, guys, is that you're recognized here. Alright, you have your own social standing in your own communities, amongst your own friends here. Alright, that's how that card is coming in. Yeah. It's well suited. You're well suited to each other. Here, I think for the both of you, you're both well aware here of each other. You both know about each other. You both understand each other here. Okay. Yeah, because what I get over here is that you're focused. You're focused on what you're doing. Here, you're focused on where you want to go. Here in your reading, and your person is well aware of that. Here is that you're not going to be influenced or persuaded by your person. I do get here in your reading, there is that opportunity. Your person is going to actually fight for you here, and they're going to defend you. Something along those lines here. Yeah, you don't like superficial relationships here. Okay, it comes in that way. Okay, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading, collective. Cool reading, and I'll catch you later, eh? Bye.